Right on. Right on, dude. Well, fucking welcome back to another episode of Scumbag or Scoundrel, dude. It's been a long hiatus.
It's been a big hiatus.
It's been a big hiatus because, as it turns out, having guests on can be kind of tough in today's climate because a lot of them are terrified of the repercussions of the stories they tell. So it really threw a monkey wrench into our editing and what we can post and whatnot. So
and we took a little time off. We ended up using a lot of the stories, starting a blackmail operation.
Yep. And we did some
so,
soul searching, and I have some money coming in from people that are paying me not to post things. And
we got guys in Disney. We got guys at...
Oh, that's right. We do got guys at Disney.
We got guys at both Marvel and DC.
That's too bad. That was a good story. He was literally auditioning for a Disney show and was like, can you please not post that? And I was like, shut up. We've
got our grubby little fingers in every corner of the entertainment industry.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So here we are back. The show's going to change a little bit.
Yeah, whatever. We're still going to talk about assholes, but we're gonna talk about things that are kind of currently going on, and we're going to do it just the two of us for the time being, and maybe throw in a guest here and there if we see fit. But you know, as it turns out, people talking about their worst stories that they've done, they're all fucking petrified of the repercussion of the internet. So we had to.
It's not a good career move for people.
No, some of them don't care because some of them are just purebred stand-ups or whatever, and they're like, I don't give a shit. But some people are relying on industries to pay them. Like me, I honestly probably shouldn't be doing this, to be honest, but here we are.
I've got nothing to lose, baby. I'm a giant loser. So
well, so am I. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big old loser too. But the people that pay my bills are people that could hate this.
We got dirt on them too, bro.
No, I don't, but.
It runs deep, bro.
All right.
The octopus's web. All right. So I guess would you want to start? Well, we'll start with our first story.
Yeah, this is a really good story because you were telling me this a couple of weeks ago, and it's so niche because nobody would be talking about this because it's Canadian specific, which is amazing.
Yeah. I mean, Isaac, I know you wanted to get into the news.
No, I didn't. Nope.
About Buffy Ste Marie.
Yes, that is the one. Yeah, Buffy Ste Marie. And for everybody who doesn't know who that is, maybe give them a little explanation.
Okay, so Buffy Ste Marie is allegedly, I guess, a Canadian Indigenous singer-songwriter who's been around forever, for a long time.
When did she first start her career?
I think like the 60s and the 70s.
So she was coming up in the 60s. Okay.
With like Bob Dylan and all that.
And would she have shared? Because again, you're a folk guy, so you have your fingers on the pulse a little bit more than I do on this kind of stuff. And you're a musician yourself, so you're really into the kind of Canadian music scene. I had no idea who this even was until a couple of weeks ago, and you asked me if I'd heard the story.
She is a big deal.
So she is a big deal. She's like relatively well regarded and well respected, and writes quote unquote good music.
I'm going to sound like such a hater.
You fucking hate her, eh?
I never really liked her.
You never liked her.
So
I always hated the bitch, he says. Okay. What does she sound like? Could you compare her to another artist?
I'm not going to do an impression.
Don't do an impression.
Okay, maybe yeah.
Please don't do an impression.
Because that would be I guess I could, and I wouldn't really be doing what I would get accused of doing.
That's true. Still could be misinterpreted.
The big thing with Buffy Ste Marie is she got a lot of awards and a lot of acclaim for being an Indigenous person, which our own tax dollars,
the CBC,
have went to prove that she's actually not Indigenous at all. She's Italian from like Maine,
right,
or something like that.
So
she's not even Canadian, which actually kind of.
She's not even Canadian.
It's a double whammy.
She's not Canadian
obviously
either.
One's worse, but
yeah, but so where's she? So she's from? She's American. I didn't even know this. So she's not even born in Canada or what?
This lady's fucking American. That's the other thing.
So she's an American Italian that has been claiming to be a Canadian Aboriginal woman, and she's been collecting So was she receiving awards?
If Joe Rogan did that, how mad you guys would be. No one seems to even care about this.
Well, it's a pretty small story apparently. But so,
and the big thing with her is and with a lot of Canadian music is she received thousands and thousands of dollars of Canadian grant money.
And was that for being Aboriginal?
And for being a Canadian artist at the same time.
Right.
But it's like a double whammy for
her.
Right.
So they're giving her grants to be because she's a Canadian Aboriginal artist.
And that was like her big thing was she claimed she was adopted. Well, we can get into the let's go through.
We got some
here.
clips here. Hey, Jamie, you want to pull that up for me?
Yeah, Joe, let's do it. All right, so we're here on the YouTube. We're here with CBC. This is officially from CBC. We're just going to skip through this thing.
This was the Fifth Estate, right?
This is the Fifth Estate, who does a lot of great stuff.
And for people that don't know what the Fifth Estate is, maybe give it a little rundown.
You uncultured swine. So it's your tax dollars go to pay the broadcast corporation to make actually really good documentaries that you probably don't watch because you're a fucking fool.
Yeah.
So after watching this Buffy Ste Marie one, after you like and subscribe this, like and subscribe that, you're gonna be wanting to go like and subscribe Fifth Estate. Look up. They do a good one about Weed Man. Do you remember Weed Man, the weed guy?
Yeah.
The guy who would get rid
those
of your
commercials.
weed?
Yeah. Oh.
It was like a big scam. Well, not weed, but weeds.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
They also do one about MK Ultra, which
Interesting.
very
Was it a good one?
interesting.
Was it good?
It was amazing.
Okay, so
they did it back in the
you know
80s
what? It's
too.
good to know that some of our taxpayers are going towards good things. Taxpayer dollars.
Yes, dude. So it's I mean,
So this is a thing that the Fifth Estate did with CBC on Buffy Ste Marie, basically whistleblowing and blowing open the whole thing that she's actually not Native and she has been using that to help further her career and get government assistance and grants.
amendment. She's also not Canadian. So
She's also not Canadian, but is that the claim, right? Like
that's the claim.
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
That's the claim, and we're gonna. They've got some evidence.
This one's got you fired
bro.
up.
They
So they got evidence. So I haven't seen any of the evidence. I just heard you talk about this briefly while having a cigarette like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." I mean, I don't know who this is. But,
Oh Jesus!
wow, that really comes through the fucking headphones.
Yeah, that's really loud.
that comes through the
there.
cans.
All right.
For documents, trying to uncover the truth.
They're trying to
she
cover the
was
truth.
white.
I remember those stories growing
funny
up
clip.
that don't talk about
So she was white. This is like very
Such a funny little snippet, like completely, like just to throw in right off the top.
Dude.
So the bitch was white.
It's so it's very J-Rock almost when he
Mom, Jamie, what do you do? Mom, my name is Jamie. I'm white.
Mom, I'm white.
Yeah, that's such a good episode,
dude.
actually.
So yeah, this is her with this is her family, and
Are those her kids? Right?
look at those. Those are Italians by the looks of them.
Right? Yeah. At first glance, sure, but I don't know. Like I would never be able to indefinitely say what somebody's DNA is.
This is Pizza and Mussolini, her two cousins. That's actually a young John Giordano.
No, it's now I'm mixed up. You always call him John Giordano, and
It's Mark, isn't
it's
it?
Mark Giordano.
That's Mark.
That's it. Yeah, I was like, you always say that, and sometimes I'm like, I can't remember what his fucking first name is anymore.
Flying
yeah.
Gindaloon, as I
Yeah,
call him.
yeah, the legend, Leafs legend.
Oh, that's another great scumbag. We have to get into Sean Avery at some
Oh,
episode.
dude, that guy rules.
We could just have a whole episode on him. Anyway,
We could.
here's some
it.
more
We
Buffy.
don't want any trouble.
And we found a woman who's been holding
So-
on to a disturbing secret.
Who are these people that we're talking to? Are these people that she knew growing
These are
up?
her family.
These are her family. Wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they really got their finger on the pulse on that one. Okay.
She got called the F out.
Wow.
I'm just going to skip through
You see
here.
these red power and black power social movements, and people that have been silenced for so long are suddenly in the
So she kind of,
Who's this?
this is just a historian lady.
Okay.
And
She works with the CBC.
So Buffy kind of capitalized on the, the whole civil rights movement at the time. Obviously, you had a lot of, it was like the 60s. It's the peak of music. Mm-hmm. Everything has ceased to be as creative and as good as meaningful since then. So
Right.
she kind of capitalized on this fake identity.
Well, I
in
would
a way.
say, I don't know, the 2000s, dude, Nickelback, Puddle of Mud. I think you're really overshadowing
I mean,
some.
Yeah. That's a different movement, bro.
She fucking hates me.
Sha-la-la-la.
Sorry,
Fuck,
go on.
dude. Puddle of mud.
Turned to indigenous people.
The Indians are in the worst state of poverty of
So
any
this is
minority
Buffy.
group in North America. Not because we're stupid, not because we're poor slobs.
So think about how racist that is if you're
Yeah. Wow. If you're not, wow, that's a wild thing to
I
say.
know, like, dude. This is imagine any other Italian person. Take Joe Rogan for instance. Puts this
Oh
wig on
my
and
God.
just goes, guys, I'm indigenous, and It's not because I'm not even going to say
I
the stereotypes.
don't even want to say it. That's crazy.
This lady's fucked, man.
Yeah, that's
And
wild.
she's not even. So think about how actually it's truly racist.
This is the definition of cultural appropriation.
We're stupid, not because we're Slavs, and she is neither of those things.
This is literally the worst version of that. That's so crazy. What a fucking
Yes,
legend,
dude.
So this is her in the 60s, obviously.
And meanwhile, her grandparents probably invented fascism.
Fucking probably somewhere down the line. Somewhere down the line.
So let's skip ahead here.
So that guy with the cool hat that looks like Chad Smith from the Chili Peppers or whatever. That's her
this is
brother or
cousin.
cousin.
This
Okay.
is her cousin here.
Cousin Buffy.
There you go.
He says he only met her once, here at their grandparents' house in Wakefield, Massachusetts.
She's from
in the
Massachusetts.
1970s.
So he's only met her
We used to
once,
go
though?
there every Sunday, and she showed up.
But he's got
one
photographic
day,
evidence.
And I met her. I shared pictures with you, which I have here. Pictures my dad took or someone took. They're old Polaroids of Buffy with me and my brother.
He was just a kid,
Nice
and she was
fucking hair.
already a well-established
much?
star.
Look at that guy's burns.
It was probably
That rules. That guy looks like he could be a serial killer.
Oh my god, dude! It is just like this is just he's so white. He's so.
Is that her father?
I think that'd be her uncle.
Okay, that'd be her uncle. Okay, so that's her uncle and her cousin that's wearing the cool backwards hat.
Yeah, yeah.
our first brush with anyone that was maybe a little bit famous. So yeah, it was kind of cool.
Molding the land.
From the beginning of Buffy's career,
See, that's her music. It's yeah.
It sounds like tiptoe through the window.
You know, it's just not my thing. I
Yeah.
get it. I've always preferred a Joan Baez, a Bob Dylan.
I've literally only heard a fraction of a second of her music, so I'm completely not. I have no opinion on it, but she may have been good. But
I feel like.
but
I'm
you
being-
seem to you don't like her,
man.
And so hold on.
I fucking hate. I'm so cynical and hateful.
You are cynical.
Everybody.
You
so
are, yeah. That's what makes me love you, though. So just to be clear, prior to all of this, you weren't a fan of her music.
I never really put it on. There's one song that Gord Downey did right before he passed away that she sings on, and
That's
I'd
good?
always be like, "God damn, this fucking."
I mean, he's a Canadian icon. He's bringing on at the time another Canadian. Thank God he died before he could see this.
Oh my God,
What the fuck? He'd be rolling in his grave. He is rolling in his grave, dude.
hell, bro. Fucking Bill Barilko 50 mission cap. I don't
get
know.
it, dude.
It's
I don't
it's a
get
little
it.
Chili
says her
Peppers
family
humor.
was thrilled
Tragically,
with
yeah.
her success.
They would cut out all the newspaper clippings and save them.
All right, let's
She
skip ahead.
has no Indian blood in her. And as for her claimed
Who's saying
Cree
this?
Indian heritage, not a bit.
This is her uncle,
We were told
and she slandered this uncle.
She
Big
did.
time.
So
'Cause he had the whole.
that looked like an old newspaper clipping. He said that a long time ago.
So he had a whole story on her, and then she
When?
came out and said that he.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That is that's crazy.
And basically said if you keep talking, I'm gonna be like, yo, you're a fucked up guy.
So she tried blackmailing him?
Yeah, basically.
Dude, Buffy, you wild guy.
Buffy the fucking
Nice.
dumbass slayer.
There you go. You
I was
really
trying to
found it,
think.
dude.
Because I don't want to call him a pedophile. Maybe he was.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, maybe he
Maybe
was
he
the
was.
worst person in the world. Who knows? This is all speculation.
So the CBC is actually going to talk about some other people who have been faking it, which is really it's wow.
Other
We've come that-
musicians that have also been
Well, these
faking
are
it?
like people in power,
Flat out that-
like
or-
politicians.
yeah, okay,
was,
other people of influence.
Nice music, CBC.
Recently, many other cases of false indigenous ancestry claims have come to light on both sides of the border. High-profile
That
people
lady's my
whose
favorite.
stories
Who
have
I didn't even
collapsed
see it.
under scrutiny. In the arts, there was the case of celebrated author Joseph Boyden.
Joseph Biden.
And in the world of academia, I broke the
Yo,
story.
dude, this is the new Joe Biden
It's the
scandal.
new Joe Biden. I'm Joe Biden.
Guys,
What the hell are you talking about? I'm indigenous, man.
I was a kid. My dad used to say, we're going to go down and learn about race.
What the hell are you talking about, man?
Oh, dude. I love little Joe By.
Yeah, that guy rules.
That's what I'm calling him now, dude.
Joe By?
Joe By and Don True.
Don True and Joe By.
Don True,
I like
Don
that.
True versus Joe
That
By.
could be like their rap names.
Oh, that's a good angle. I was thinking more of its cutesy putesy names.
Oh, okay, all right.
Hi, my little Joe By.
I think it's kind of. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I like the idea of them having like a rap battle with each other, though, like Joe By and Don True.
That would be cool. Unfortunately, they're both far too racist to rap.
Yeah, that wouldn't go great. They'd both talk about how well they pulled with that community.
Of 2 high-profile professors who claimed to be Indigenous without evidence. Former judge
sorry.
Mary Ellen Trapel-Lafont.
So this is talking about other individuals.
Yeah, these
that
are
have done
other-
this.
these are other
and these are
fakers.
high level professors.
Professors in universities and stuff. It's not like of Elizabeth Warren, the presidential candidate. She was also faking it.
What was she faking?
She was faking being Indigenous.
Oh,
The rest of the episode, when I say faking it, that's
what it's
what I'm
gonna mean?
talking about.
Okay.
She was.
I
she
remember
was-
the name Warren,
She was
but-
faking it, and she had actually gotten a lot of. I think she had gotten like a scholarship based.
So
on
why
it.
are they like? Why would a politician fake? I guess to like try and gain that vote. Is that like that would be the idea?
Yeah, just to get some sort of what they would see as a diversity point of some
I see.
kind,
I
or
see.
to apply for a scholarship,
right.
or,
Okay, that makes sense. Okay,
yeah. Which and look at this lady.
so this is a professor that is talking about it.
This lady's faking it,
So that's the lady that's been faking it, and now she's being interviewed by the Fifth Estate, being like, "You're a faker."
and she's I mean, this
And
is like the ultimate
Saskatchewan
racial
scholar Carrie
Dolezal,
Baressa.
I would not
Saskatchewan
be
scholar, that's
surprised
gotta
if
be an
20 to
oxymoron.
25% of people checking the Native American box are not.
Ooh, I love
This
me
is
some
the tip
American
of the
box.
iceberg.
Nice.
Métis lawyer Jean Thayer is a descendant of Louis Riel. She wrote a
Who the
report
fuck's
for the
Louis Riel
University
again? I
of
remember reading about
Oh,
this
God.
guy. That is he the one that he was in the canoe with a fucking other guy? They discovered the North Americas or whatever. They're right.
I'm ashamed to say I
Louis-
don't
he's
even-
French.
He's French. I
He's
think
French.
I'm not gonna get into the. You're
right,
trying
all
to
right,
drag me into the weeds with you.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to fucking.
Whoa,
I'm baiting
dude.
you, dude.
Well, next up, I guess Isaac just wants to stop this. segment.
Oh no, okay. He was.
So
a,
what
he
were
was
you
a
thinking
bat-
about the Middle East? You had an opinion earlier.
No thanks. No thanks.
Let's just I trust whatever this lady says. They're framing her to be
Hey, what was Louis Riel famous for?
keeping it real, dude.
All right, that was a good response. That was a good response. I'll give you that.
I think he invented Louis Vuitton, bro.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
I don't remember.
The Riel deal. I know. I remember briefly reading about him in elementary school.
Me too.
I-
God
I-
damn,
yeah,
what a
yeah.
shame. We're gonna edit this out.
outlining the harms of Indigenous identity fraud.
It's intentional. It is deception. It's a lie. They're
Who's this?
taking that opportunity from a real.
I think she's just like some sort of
Expert on frauds?
This is hey guys, this is a thing the media does. They just get experts.
Bro,
Don't
we're the media.
Yeah.
We're the experts.
I would let you guys know I'm a fucking expert, dude.
Yeah. Me too.
This lady?
Okay, so we don't know who. You could have just said you don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. She's an expert on.
I like her style.
on faking. Yeah, me too. She kind of rules.
Indigenous person. They get a benefit from it, and for some of them, it's a huge benefit. It's prestige, it's money, it's grants and awards and positions.
Hey, she
and
said it, not me,
work
huh?
that they would never have gotten otherwise.
These are people who have sometimes built their career for decades.
Pretendians.
For years, Jacqueline Keeler has found
That's a
herself
term they
in
use. That's
the
very funny. That's good stuff. Okay, all right.
Goddamn pretendian. Yeah, this lady is like a lady who goes hard crushing people faking.
So this is obviously
being
an actual
Indigenous.
Aboriginal woman that is
Yes,
that is
yeah.
that is coming for all the pretendians that are in,
She's
in
coming out.
academia. Okay, cool. I like her. What's her name?
university
we
for
know?
her
Jacqueline
work
Keller.
exposing
Okay.
pretendians. Critics say she is destroying reputations by making reckless
She's destroying
destroyed by
reputation. She's
fire
just fucking
or flood or missing
putting a light on
any
it.
other reason.
So this documentary gets to a point where they're like, how can we prove this lady is Italian?
Yeah, so that was my question. It's like, what is the evidence that you have to suggest that she is actually? Because you can have cousins, you can have uncles be like, "Fucking bitch is white." Like, I thought the bitch was white. you can have all these. I like that you
Not
separate
white.
yourself from me after I quote Roseanne.
Not white.
Oh, sorry, Italian. I apologize.
Italians.
I apologize. So you can have family
Not
members
white.
and all this stuff, and they can say all of these things, but they have legitimate, concrete evidence to suggest that this is not.
So
true.
how would you prove
a
somebody
DNA test?
Well, but how would you prove without? Because obviously Buffy is not going to.
She's not going to succumb to a DNA test.
You would need that person's proof because
You would need a DNA test from both of her parents.
Buffy is claiming that she was adopted. And
Oh.
So she was adopted by 2 white parents in Massachusetts, and her original family, as she would claim on the famous program Sesame Street, they were an indigenous tribe from Canada.
Hold up. Okay, so she grew up in Massachusetts. Hold on, I just got to wrap my head around this whole story. So she grew up in Massachusetts. Her claim was her American-born parents were adopted parents.
Yeah,
And she was actually from Canada. She was born Canadian as an Aboriginal woman or a baby girl.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So how
And-
would you
and-
prove that wrong?
I talked to the parents. I don't know.
But what documentation? A birth certificate, perhaps?
Oh,
A birth
interesting.
certificate that says she's Italian? White?
Does it say that on birth certificate? I don't even know what a birth certificate would look like. What kind of information does it give up?
Well, they find her birth
Okay, all right.
certificate.
I guess we'll find out.
The doctor who probably delivered her out of a white
Yeah, sorry.
looked her up and down and took the paperwork and went, this is a white baby.
Yeah,
Filled
as
out
they
the
did back in the
paperwork.
day.
While smoking, blowing it into her face. dude.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's get to the little commercial break. Look, this bitch has got documents. So this lady is also part of her family. I'm sorry, I'm referring to everybody as a bitch.
So this blonde lady. So
I was talking about the guy. He's a bitch.
So
That's a woman.
So the blonde woman is she is.
I think she's a relative
member
as well.
of her family.
She's a
Okay,
relative
okay,
as well.
okay.
And by the way,
And she's got the
she's white.
receipts.
She's stunning. She's a white woman. She's quite
I know,
beautiful.
but that whole argument, that whole theory falls apart if the Buffy thing of her being adopted is true. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
that
really
whole
the-
argument falls apart if she was adopted
the
because then it
only
doesn't
way
matter.
to settle this is a DNA test.
I think that would be the only thing. And if she's so certain that she is, which I'm sure she's fighting tooth and nail for,
Yo.
she should succumb to a DNA test and be like, but again, yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't know why you wouldn't.
But
Just
dude,
be like-
imagine how bad you feel the DNA comes back. She's like 100% indigenous.
Well, I would.
And you're just like,
Oh,
yikes.
that would
sorry.
be so
Even she's
fucking
surprised.
funny.
She was like, oh, fuck.
She was like 100%.
I never liked pizza.
I thought I was Métis. Like, yeah, I was like, that would be, man. I mean, honestly though, I'd be kind of rooting for that. What a fucking plot!
Dude, the
twist that would
CBC,
be.
nobody gives a fuck about it. That's a Royal Rumble I could get down with.
Yeah,
on the
dude,
CBC.
that would be fucking sick.
Peter Mansbridge is there, and he's got the
Peter Mans-
fucking DNA results.
The DNA
The-
results are in.
The results are in.
The results are in, and
You are white as hell.
fuck you.
You're gonna want to take that
Wow.
stuff off.
Peter Mansbridge versus fucking Buffy Ste Marie is a very funny thought.
Hell yeah, dude! And it's set up like Maury was back in the day.
Yeah, we have as Maury. We have Peter Mansbridge behind the curtains, and he's gonna come
Hell
in.
yeah.
Oh no! Oh shit!
Dude, Shoddy being in the audience, being one of the guys who's like, if they're like, bring the microphone over and you get to say some shit.
Yeah, me too. I want to ask some questions. If you're Aboriginal, how come?
Yo, I heard you like spaghetti, lady.
Yo, what's
You're
that all
Italian. All right,
Gotcha.
Let's get to this. Let's get to this
All
fine
right,
woman's.
sorry. Yeah. What's she saying?
Yo, fuck this bitch though, right?
Changed my whole worldview.
Me too. I'm voting for Pierre now.
I was looking Pierre Trudeau for a
Earlier
second
this
for
year,
some reason.
we traveled to Stoneham, Massachusetts, about 20 kilometers north of Boston.
Dude, she's also from Boston. Is this
Boston?
Dude, is
We
Buffy
came
Ste
here to
Marie
see
related to
whether
Joe
this
Rogan?
is
I
when
dude.
musician Buffy Ste Marie
How
was
amazing would
born.
that be?
I would love that. Look at that flag, brother.
Our first stop the town hall, where we met the woman responsible for the birth certificates
Dude,
here.
this lady,
Shit.
she is like full on, like so stoked to be in this thing and be like, oh, someone who I get to be a fucking bitch to. It's so awesome how ecstatic this lady is to be doing.
Take somebody down.
And I'm a horrible, cynical guy. I'd probably be sitting there as well, going, "Oh, what? She's been if I have that document, can I be in the fucking thing?"
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Me too. I get it.
Look, this is the vault.
Maria Sagarino
This
is
is the
town
fault that
clerk.
they keep Buffy Ste.
She's responsible for all vital records in this vault.
Sap. I love that they take
So
shots
what is this?
of her
So
pulling
this
things
is
down.
the book from 1941 that
Ew,
contains
she's that old? That's like the worst thing.
Beverly Santa Maria's birth.
That is actually pretty old. She's a World War II baby.
Yeah,
That's
Each
crazy.
child was born
I mean,
in Stoneham.
where
A
was she
birth
in
certificate was
1943?
created,
Just saying.
and they're stored.
She's Italian.
Mussolini, ring a bell, honey.
And my understanding is right. Her name is Buffy Ste Marie now.
You knew her name.
You knew her,
bitch.
yeah.
And she's a folk singer who even
And she-
fucking plays stupid folk music.
What a fucking idiot.
Bob Dylan's fingers don't even work. He doesn't even play it anymore.
Says she was born in Canada and that these people adopted her.
Right.
Watch
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not true.
It's so awesome.
She was waiting her whole life for this
love it.
moment.
Has no birth certificate.
Not
and that she
true.
was born
True.
on the Piapot First Nation in Saskatchewan. She says she was adopted by Albert and Winifred Santa Maria and raised in Massachusetts.
I don't practice Santa Maria.
Sagarino says this document contradicts that entire story.
I can say absolutely with
With
100% certainty that this is the original birth certificate. Beverly Jean Santa Maria was born in Stoneham, Mass.
Dude, that's
So
her
her
real
name is Santa Maria. Damn, Buffy, it ain't looking good for you, honey.
Damn, dude.
We're only halfway through.
I mean, her name might as well have been pasta sauce.
Literally, that's crazy. So at what point?
Santa Maria, isn't that the boat that Columbus came over here on and literally colonized?
Actually, was it?
I think it was.
It might have been called. Now that you say that, it might have actually
What
been
an
called that.
extremely inappropriate last name, bro.
If that is it, because that's a hilarious coincidence. If that's the case,
Well, we have the technology.
yeah. What was the boat? Jamie, you want to look this up for me? What was the boat?
I'm one of those guys who Googles Google, guys. How'd you like that?
That was awesome. Very cool. What was the boat?
Santa Maria boat.
Just look at what was the. The
there
ships
we
of
go.
Christopher Columbus were sleek, fast.
It was the largest of the 3 ships used by Christopher Columbus.
Oh my fucking god!
Ooh, dude, that's pretty crazy.
The woman faking. Dude,
Being
that is so
indigenous.
funny. Faking being indigenous. Her last name is literally the name of the boat that Christopher Columbus used to genocide those people. That's nuts.
Dude.
How did she not? Oh man, I wish I could talk to her and actually have a real conversation, like a truthful thing, and be like, I would love to hear your thought process. Like, how
I
did
know.
you get
Just
here?
break it down. You're
break it down. I
you're
want to
so
know how you got
incredibly
there.
old now.
And how to? Yeah, you're born in fucking 41. That's crazy. What is she? That was
Jesus.
60 plus 20, 80. She's like 89. They're coming for her like she's 89, dude. 87 or something.
Dude, and Italians were so racist back then.
Well, that's maybe why she got out, dude. Maybe she's actually a good guy.
Yeah. You know, oh man, oh god, I love the.
I can't. That's a good catch. The Santa Maria.
Santa Maria. I was like, wait a second.
As you said that, I was like, that does sound vaguely familiar. That might be.
Damn, bro.
That's crazy. Sorry, go on.
That's
That's so funny.
I love that.
That is so funny.
Look at this. She's from fucking Stoneham.
Hey, I'm from
at New
Stone.
England Sanitarium and Hospital on February 20th, 1941. She was not born in Canada. And if anybody's
Canada.
saying otherwise, then
Yeah,
they're
she got a real
misinformed.
Boston accent.
Dude,
Because this is
misinformed. Buffy spreads misinformation. That's crazy.
Wow.
So
she really is related to Joe Rogan.
A female. She was white because back then they put the
She was white.
color of the child. She was born to Albert Santa Maria. He was also white. Her mother is listed as Winifred Irene Santa Maria. She was also white. And then they also wrote otherwise known because I guess the last name was Santa Maria, but the family used Saint Marie. And then got the doctor certifying that
okay.
he attended the birth.
That's where Saint Marie comes from.
That same doctor delivered Buffy's baby sister 7 years later.
There's no
So
refuting that.
hold on, sorry. Can I ask you what? Because like if she's born at 41, that literally would make her 2001 would be 61, 2021 would be 81. What is it? 2023 now.
Yeah.
She'd be 83, 84, 83,
Something like that,
83. Has she spoken about this? Is
She's
she
come
even
out and
is she
said
even
she,
cohesive? Does she have the ability to speak on this?
Oh yeah, she had a big statement. Well, maybe after this we'll pull up her statement.
I would love to hear what she has to say
and see
about
her
all
response
this. All
because
right,
that's
yeah.
how I first found out that something was a
rye.
Yeah, because I saw this thing saying the CBC did this big investigation about me and it's going to be whatever, and I remember just going, oh. Dude, I couldn't. I think we were jamming that night, and it was like a Friday, and I couldn't wait to get home and
see that
and just watch this shit.
You
It came out at
fucking
midnight.
nerd.
I'm a sick son of a bitch.
You are.
I love destruction. I love
because it's in my custody from my files in my vault.
In a letter responding to the Fifth Estate's request for an interview,
Oh, here you
Buffy's
go.
lawyer told us research shows that children adopted by parents.
I'm
in
gonna let you listen to this.
Massachusetts
I'm gonna bring my
issued
drink mix
new
over
birth
here real quick,
certificates
dog.
with the name of their adoptive parents. Sagarino says that is not what happened in this case.
Whoa,
They
okay.
had adopted her. This record right here wouldn't exist.
Sagarino explained that as each certificate is registered, they're given a number and filed in chronological order. That means Buffy could not be baby number 49, like this birth certificate says, if she had been born in Canada.
So this is 48. So this is the one right before Beverly. If you were to look at all of the other ones in the book, you would see the same thing. Everything about it is original.
Other documents we uncovered tell the same story.
Now that's an interesting. I didn't really follow that, to be honest, and that's too bad that you weren't here to listen to it.
Were they talking about the defamation lawsuit and things like that?
No, they were talking about in Boston. If you were adopted at the time, it didn't necessarily have to be documented on the birth certificate that you were an adopted kid. So it could, but then she said that that's not the case because of this number, the number 49, and yada yada yada, and this person's number 48. I didn't understand why it wasn't the case.
I think that was like the like they were like the 49th baby born in that year in that book or whatever.
Oh, okay. So she got an early ass birthday, but still, that just because. Oh, I see. Because she would have been born in that hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that
okay.
certificate's kind of
okay.
like,
So she says that's bullshit because they kept record of the number of babies born in that hospital. Okay.
somebody.
For all
saw
of you
it
that are
happen.
dumb like me, that was a confusing thing to follow.
So let's skip ahead a little
let's
bit.
skip ahead a
here.
little
This
bit.
is another guy who got in trouble.
Bunch of people faking it.
Oh, so this is her family. These are some people I think she tricked here.
So this is her alleged
She
family
spoke
that
about
said
it
they
in
gave
that
her up for
PBS
adoption.
documentary
Well,
that aired
yeah,
last year.
they're it's very.
They were
Oh,
super traditional.
here's a
and
little clip.
Actually, Emil Pipart told me that he had talked to his wife, Clara, who we always call Kokum, which means grandmother. He told me that they had lost 2 daughters and that they wanted me to be their daughter.
Soon after, the Piapots adopted her into their family.
She's like in her
Over the
20s when
years,
all this is
Buffy
going
has
on, by
said
the
she
way.
may
And was
or
like a
may
successful
not be
musician at
blood
this point.
related to the Piapots. That's just one of the contradictory stories that have been told. Her
Oh yeah,
2012
that's the
biography
other
claims
thing,
Buffy's
dude.
pre-mother
That's the
died.
other
Yeah, like
thing.
keep me out because we're skipping. I haven't actually seen all this, so we're
She had
skipping a lot of stuff.
multiple. She told multiple stories too.
Inconsistent stories.
Inconsistent. She could not keep her story straight. If you're going to make your life a lie, you have got to
better
keep your
figure out how to
story
lie.
straight.
So can you explain that a little bit more?
Well, one was that she was adopted by her family, and then later on she picked up this thing that this is the family, and I was taken away or something, and then she was claiming she was part of the '60s scoop at one point. If you remember reading about that growing up.
No, it sounds sad as fuck, but
It's very sad. In the '60s, the government basically took away a lot of indigenous children from their parents,
and then gave them to white families.
gave them to white families.
Okay.
I think she mentioned that at one point, but she was born in the.
So but you're saying she had made multiple. So she was saying that she was adopted from day one. She was saying that she was part of the '60s
stories,
scoop.
you know?
She was a part of. Okay.
Because this all started. You know how this started. She's at some open mic somewhere.
I mean, she's one of the OG victim complex people.
She's at some open mic somewhere in New York. Mm-hmm. She plays. Some guy comes up and goes, "Hey, you're pretty good. You look like are you indigenous?" He probably didn't say that.
For
though.
sure wouldn't have said that back then.
I'm not saying what he said.
Please don't.
I'm not going to say what he said. And she just went, "Oh, yeah." He went, "Oh, really? That's so cool. Oh, well, I got this gig if you want to come play." And then she comes and plays, and he goes, "Hey, this is she's in it." And then it just grows and bleeds, and next thing you know,
you're kind of Canadian famous.
You're that's you could have said you're a Native American. Why did you have to steal Canadian? That's crazy that she got awards from Canada and was not even born
I know,
in Canada.
because it's like it's not like America doesn't have Aboriginal people. Like they were part of the same continent that got invaded. You know what I mean? Like it's so bizarre that I wonder what her I wonder what her train of thought was to say Canadian. Maybe she realized that it was a smaller market up there, easier to get the grants, that there was nobody else doing the things that she was doing.
Let's see if that's
practices, the history our grandparents shared with us, and the traditions of the Cree refute your suggestion that our Auntie Buffy is not.
So basically, this indigenous family group is saying that she is indigenous because in our tradition, if we accept you into our family, you're indigenous. But
that's very sweet of them to say. But she's not blood indigenous.
I mean, yeah, and she's probably got dirt on these people too.
She might.
She's running around like Epstein,
or maybe they're
stuff.
nice people and liked her for real. Maybe she had some nice moments. I'm
people
sure she
aren't
did.
just nice, bro.
All right, some of them are.
Everybody's got nangled on.
All right.
All right, let's give it.
They raised you, and you're making up this fantasy.
Yeah, her
story.
family. Imagine
It's a
being her
way
family
of
raised her,
saying
and your
to
daughter goes and does
your
this.
own family.
That'd be wild.
That they.
I'd be pissed. But it's amazing that they didn't blow the whistle earlier. Like that's that because obviously her parents are dead now. Do they have any clips of them talking
For
on
the
this?
family, it was always a bit
Not
of
really.
shock and awe about why she was
Yeah, this
doing
lady
it.
goes on about how this is just crazy, and everyone in the family couldn't believe it.
People still alive.
Everyone in the
from
family that is
generation
distant
warned
cousins,
him
though. I want
not
to hear from the
come to this
fucking
interview.
direct. Did she have any siblings?
I think she did. Yeah,
Are
she
they
had some
dead now?
siblings.
I mean, she is old as
so.
fuck.
I think so. And like this guy, a lot of people, as they were saying like, don't come do this interview because, it's fucking bad. She's gonna knock you off, dude. She's gonna have you killed. She's gonna lock you up. She's gonna have you whacked. She's next thing you know, your life ends like you were a bodyguard of Hillary Clinton or something. You kill yourself by shooting yourself in the back of the head 12 times or something bizarre,
Yeah.
So,
I'm really glad we let you cook there for 10 seconds.
yeah, I knew you were getting to drink. I thought, all right, I can just let her go. Let's go to a dark place. Maybe this is her
When
sister.
we come back, a chance encounter leads to a life-altering confrontation.
And I don't want to cry
Don't then.
because it breaks my heart.
Well, get over it.
That's such a good commercial break. Well, don't.
What is Disco Powwow?
This is the best. This is the ultimate example of cultural appropriation I've ever seen in my lifetime. That's right.
Disco powwow.
Disco. I almost don't even want to say it.
Wow, that's I can't wait. So this is Buffy doing what she would call disco powwow.
So she had to, folk music will only take you so far.
Sure, you got to get into the disco. Was disco the 80s?
Disco was 80s,
70s?
Yes.
Yeah.
80s, late 70s, 80s. Disco was invented. I don't remember. It's a whole story. It happened in gay nightclubs where guys would want to have songs that would go on forever so they could go out and have a cigarette and not have to flip the record. So they made these. It's a cool.
That actually kind of rules. Yeah, that kind of makes me like
It's
disco.
a really interesting story. And then disco got shit on because white dudes who liked Led Zeppelin, who basically just ripped off blues musicians. I mean,
They did. We don't need to talk about it because I love Zeppelin, but he did.
Oh,
They directly
God.
ripped off Muddy Waters like multiple times.
Oh man.
But no, they didn't, dude. Robert Plant and Jimmy Page are the best.
And then
Don't say it.
And then
I like to live in naivete.
Dude, Robert Plant, he didn't. Jimmy Page, he never traveled around with an underage girl.
I can't talk about it, dude. Stop bringing this up, dude. Please,
dude. I love how I play music and I'm just torching any chance I have of anything like.
Because you hate musicians.
I'm ripping on Buffy. I'm ripping on Jimmy.
You're ripping on the Zepp. There is a lot of things, though, that if you are going to be critical of them, I would agree. And I would go, I still enjoy their music.
They're pretty good, but
communication breakdown.
I wrote Stairway to Heaven, dude.
You didn't, dude. Muddy Waters did. No, what was the song that Muddy Waters wrote like verbatim that they completely ripped off?
Well, the song that goes, Black Dog. That's a ripoff. That song that goes.
I know, but there's one that is like lyric and tone. And there was like one song I fucking forget
it's
it.
one of those ones. And
Was it Black Dog?
The Squeeze My Lemon song. What's it called? The complete ripoff. He just would steal lyrics, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, and you obviously that was a time before social media and recording everything that you could. Like a lot of our heroes did though. Like because I remember I went to Humber for comedy, and I remember. I had a professor that was like one of the OG Yucks guys, and it was notorious that Robin Williams would show up to, and don't get me wrong, I love Robin Williams, but he would show up to shows all of the time, and he would just take comedians' material, and he would leave. God bless his soul, he would at least leave like $100 or $50 or whatever it was. But a lot of comedians, they would hear he was in the audience and they wouldn't come up with their A material. They would only come up and do B or C material. They'd be like, "This is my joke," like
Well,
and he wouldn't give them an option. It was like he would have his guy that represented them. We would go allegedly. Obviously, I don't know any of this for fact. These are stories that I've heard from old school comics. That he would
They're
go
all
up.
true. Isaac stands by.
Well, I believe him.
What's Robin Williams gonna do? Fucking haunt you?
Maybe. Hey, I'm Robin Williams. Why do you go? You having trouble sleeping over here?
Got any ideas?
let me peek into your dream cycle. Why wouldn't I take a look at that?
Oh, what if I put on a voice and I'm sassy now? Oh, what if I steal your jokes and I'm sassy now? Hey, got any rope?
Well, like I said, yeah, he just would just literally send one of his representatives to be like, Robin Williams is in the audience. That's what I think it was. I think that he used to give $100 to everybody on the show, and he would go, he might use some of your material, and it's like you don't have a choice.
Ooh.
And then some of the comics would be like sick $100. They haven't been paid before, so they're like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. Robin Williams can have it. Or some of them would be like, fuck this, I'm gonna use my garbage then. So in his defense, he at least let people know, and he did pay them, so it's not as awful. But again, it's like all of our heroes, dude. A lot of the time, there's always like a secret side to them. They're not these brilliant masterminds that we always think that they are, for the most part.
I mean, it's like we still got great comedians like Chris D'Elia and like
Matt Rife,
dude. Hey, how do you think Matt Rife does that he is gonna get busted for, bro?
It's gonna be something sexual.
I don't even think it's gonna go there. I think it's gonna be some sort of.
I mean, I already saw. I can't even remember. I actually saw some fucking dumbass videos online that were like coming for him for something. I can't remember what it is anymore. But there have been people that have attempted it so far. We'll see if anything actually holds weight down the road. Maybe it'll be joked out. I mean, the unfortunate reality is I fucking hate the dude, but he's like decent at crowd work, and that's what feeds the algorithms. That's why he popped off. That's what it works. He's good at what he does. I don't fucking like it. I'll never sit down and watch it, but he's much better than I am.
He's
at that.
bunking
He's
rife,
like,
dude.
He's bunking rife. Yeah, he sucks, but he's better than me, so I can't say that much.
Well, I mean, yeah, but if you like that, I don't know. You should fucking drown somewhere. It's pretty fucking terrible shit. I mean, you know what else was popular?
I would never go out of my way to watch it.
You know what trended on the algorithm in the late 30s, early 40s there?
Oh boy. No, don't say it.
You know, if there was Instagram then, people would be going, #Third Reich. And someone would be sitting around going, well, Hitler, I mean, he uses racism, but
to compare Matt Rife to the Third Reich is so funny.
Dude, the Third Reich, dude.
Matt Rife going up there, yeah, so I was just fucking my girl the other day.
Yo, what's up, you guys? Do you guys like making lists of people?
What a nightmare.
The Third Reich, dude. The Third Reich.
Hey, that's not bad.
Hell
That's not
yeah,
bad. You
bro.
can do that. The Fifth Estate, the Third Reich.
Dude, right?
He's rife on time. All right, get back into this. We got sidetracked.
All right.
Buffy St. Marie.
This is Buffy St. Marie. This is woman Buffy St. Marie.
Yeah. Bracketed woman Buffy St. Marie.
Buffy St. Marie, you're right.
After years as a folk artist, Buffy
Yes,
St.
dude.
Marie was
Oh
looking to
man.
reinvent herself.
Oh man, I love consumerism. I just fucking love this sick shit. It's crazy.
Knowing what we know now, that's such a crazy song.
I know, dude. I know.
I'm a powwow woman. That is so funny.
And she's Italian.
Yeah,
bro.
that's so fucking wild.
She's Italian and she's doing this. Oh, dude, and she does
Her
the.
career had been stalling. In 1974, a long-standing deal with her record label was ending, and according to Buffy, her music was being suppressed by the U.S. government.
Bro,
what does that mean? According to Buffy, was it or was it not?
At that time, the FBI and the CIA did have files on a lot of folk singers and protest people and John
Yeah,
Lennon.
that's what I mean.
There
There
was
was-
some guy shot in the head, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they have a thing of doing that, but
Yeah.
you know, hey guys, that's why I have zero success with music too. The U.S. government is stopping me
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they know that I know about the towers and how they were never actually fucking there.
Yeah, yeah.
And those
It
planes,
was actually an optical illusion.
Those planes? You mean holograms? Just saying. I don't know. Watch the footage. Watch the footage. Why don't you go watch a movie where a building blows up, and then go watch that news footage from just this day in September a few years ago, and tell me if it looks like it could just be a movie too. I don't know.
yeah,
Let's get back to Buffy here, who's being suppressed by the government, not me, who just dropped a truth bomb on you. Never mind. Let's keep moving.
Let's keep it rolling.
A breakthrough.
I went from being dead in the
Is that
water and
Buffy?
blacklisted
That's
in the
Buffy
US
now.
to reaching
No, it's not, is it?
72 countries of the world 3 times
Hold
a
on,
day.
that's Buffy
Yeah,
now?
yeah,
Are you
yeah.
being serious?
Yeah.
That's Buffy?
Well, recently.
Damn, she's 80 something. She looks amazing.
Especially for an Italian woman.
Wow, all right. She looks really good.
I'm
though.
being hard on Italians, but they're white as well. So
Yeah.
And
You're allowed to be.
for all I know, I'm Italian.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you are. We looked into that.
the fuck, dude. Let's get it rolling.
Like Sesame Street taught me. They said there's always a new crop of 5-year-olds.
Yikes!
So you
Epstein much?
get tired
Out of context, that's
delivering-
a crazy quote.
But behind the
Whoa,
scenes,
what
there
the-
was turmoil. According
what
to
she used to
Heidi
work
St.
on?
Marie, Buffy's niece, it
She
began
went on Sesame Street to teach the world about indigenous.
She went on
about
it
the
though, or was
plights.
she like a reoccurring like?
She went on it, and it was a very famous episode and a big moment for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And for
go on.
indigenous people, 'cause she was showing up saying,
Yeah.
she was going, "Hey,
At the
look-
time, she.
Hey,
Hey,
look at
it's
me.
me. I'm indigenous. Oh,
you guys want to
hey.
see some of my fucking culture?" Huh?
Yeah, you want to see my culture? You get whacked.
The problem
Boom.
is the white man's had his boot on me for a couple hundred fucking years, huh? We used to live in this land in peace, and then you guys come over here in the fucking Santa fucking Maria, huh? And you fucking step on my toes. Goddamn.
a chance encounter
Hey,
in
I'm protesting
1975
here.
before her first appearance on the program.
Who's that? Whoa.
Heidi says her dad, Alan, Buffy's brother, had recently returned to the United States after having served many years in the U.S. Air Force. He was 5 years older than Buffy. During his time in the military, they stayed in touch, writing back and forth.
Something by the music
My
tells
father
me.
at this point was working as a airplane pilot, commercial.
So this is Buffy's niece, then.
Yes.
Okay.
On this day, my dad was out front.
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna take a
people
shot for
were
Buffy.
Take a shot
exiting
for
the
Buffy.
plane, and
R.I.P.
to his surprise, there was Buffy, and she saw him, and they greeted one another. And Buffy was traveling with others. She introduced this man to my dad, and she said, "This is my brother, Alan."
According to Heidi, her dad later received a phone call out of the blue.
And he tells him he's a producer for PBS and that they had met on the airplane. That
I don't know
Buffy
what's
had
going on.
introduced him as her brother. And the gentleman asked Dad, "Well, you don't appear to be indigenous."
He goes, "Hey, I'm not."
And Dad said, "No, we're Caucasian." "Well, is Buffy your sister?" "Yes, we've got the same mom and dad, same parents."
PBS done new.
Starting in the early 1970s, he had been writing to newspapers and publishers attempting to correct the record.
Saying, hey, this lady's white as
So
hell.
hold on. Her brother has been,
letter to a
he's been since
Montana
the 70s,
newspaper.
been
He
trying to
wrote that
whistleblow
Buffy
this?
is not
Yes, and
a
that's
Native American.
and I'm pretty sure she came out and said, maybe she's done this to man. Well, a couple people with the old, he done,
She said that about her brother?
I think so.
Damn.
She is my full Caucasian sister, born of the same two Caucasian
Caucasian,
parents,
what a
and her
funny word,
Indian
dude.
background
It
is pure fabrication.
Caucasian.
And in a letter to the Denver Post, he expressed concern that she was taking the place of indigenous people, saying to
Damn.
associate her with the Indian and to accept her as his spokesman is wrong.
Damn, so this guy was actually like kind of a real ass dude. He wasn't just
Yeah,
like
he was
being
trying
like
to-
a racist. You know what I mean? Like he was
Yeah.
actually like
There's no
he was a
way
man of the people a
to
little
be
bit.
in a small household with something like that happening where you don't literally feel it.
It was a letter from a high-powered Los Angeles
Oh, so
law
this is
firm.
her lawyer reaching out to this guy to be
So
like,
November
yo,
7,
put the fucking
1975.
brakes on, or we're gonna fucking
Dear
get you.
Mr. St. Marie, this firm represents Buffy St. Marie.
This was
Damn,
a
so
lawyer
her
who
lawyers
represented the
contacted
likes
her
of the
brother.
Beach
Yeah, to be
Boys
like, you better shut
and
the
the
fuck
Rolling
up,
Stones.
bitch.
the fuck
You better shut the
We've
fuck
been
up, bitch.
advised that you have, without provocation, disparaged and perhaps defamed Buffy and maliciously interfered with her employment opportunities. And should you once again attempt to interfere with her life, Buffy has indicated that she will spare no expense in pursuing any and all of her legal remedies.
She will eat you alive in court.
Inside the envelope, there was another letter,
Ooh.
a handwritten note from Buffy.
Handwritten.
Hey,
I was
it's
gonna
me,
get sexy.
Buffy, huh?
Hey, pal, why don't you chill with the non-indigenous shit, brother?
Could you send me my baked ziti recipe? Huh? I'm fucking starving over here.
I'm
Alan,
starving
you no doubt
over
remember
here.
Hey, you got any eyes on some fresh baked mozzarella, huh? It's a
Childhood.
fucking goddamn mozzarella.
Whoa, hold on. What was that? What was that? What was that? What was
In
that?
diaries,
I
you
missed
are
something.
nothing.
Sorry.
Doesn't have to go. Yeah.
In it, she tells Alan that if he ever attempts to hurt me through a children's show again, she will expose him as a sexual predator.
Ooh. Damn.
Alan, you no doubt remember your continual sexual abuse to me throughout my childhood.
Ooh.
According
Yo, bro,
to
I'm
my
gonna write you.
memories
We've known each other since kids, bro. I'm gonna write you a
You are
letter in the
nothing.
mail and just get you.
That would suck.
But a
I
child
would hate
molester and a
that.
sadist.
What?
If you ever try to hurt me again, I will explain the root of your sickness
Damn, bro.
to your employers and your wife, and I will send the police after you.
Think it's real?
According to our research,
Think he
it was
did it?
later in her
I don't
career
know.
when Buffy started
She is a bit of a
publicly saying
liar.
She had been molested.
She's a known liar, yes. But
You know, people didn't talk about child molesting or sexual abuse of children.
that also could explain why she. I mean,
Yeah, it could explain why she is the way she is sometimes too. Is damn, because that was
so Italian there.
That would be a knowing what you know now. That would be a wild twist to this to be like the reason she is the way. Oh man,
yeah,
damn, dude.
Yo, if I'm gonna get all Freud on this bitch, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could you tell anybody about it?
People didn't understand. They didn't really know what I was talking
Now
about.
I
It
feel
just didn't-
sad for the
it didn't
bitch.
occur
Well, let's skip
my
ahead to
mother
feel better here.
yeah, let's make fun of her again. What the hell?
For my toys.
Just 1 month after receiving Buffy's letter, Alan wrote to his father.
Okay, he writes to Daddy.
I received
Daddy.
a real jolt when she accused me of being a child molester when we were children. In that letter, she convinced me that she has sunk to moral depths probably lower than we can even imagine.
Wow, that sounds like a real ass sentence, though.
Yeah.
It is not unusual for
Damn,
survivors
dude.
of sexual abuse to wait to tell their stories. And we can't know for sure which version of
Fair enough.
Buffy's childhood is real.
Fair enough.
But
Now
Heidi
it becomes
thinks
hearsay.
she's not telling the truth about Alan.
Of course, that's her father. I get it.
So now my dad knows the people at PBS.
Yeah, it could be a scare tactic.
who
Oh,
went
I
to
mean, yeah, that's
very
a.
rich-
Back off. Because he didn't have the resources to fight her in court. Damn. But he believed that the truth where she is from, and that whatever inconsistencies we found can be explained by the truth. Buffy St. Marie's career spanned 60 years until this summer when she announced she's retiring from
She's getting out of the
live
game
public
now.
She's getting out of the game, dude. Well, I mean, what a perfect time to
You're going to hear people
get
say, I've
busted.
lost another hero.
Kim Tallbear says the revelations in this story will be painful.
I think this might have been the biggest case we've had.
Yeah,
because
this is a pretty rough one,
she's
eh?
So
Yeah, it's
she's
huge.
really important in Indian country. But she's
Yeah,
also
imagine
really
too,
well
like
known
how
to
devastating that
non-native
would be as like
audiences on
her
both
fan,
sides
like
of the
growing up as
border.
like a little indigenous kid and like
Yeah.
being like, oh, this, I want to be just like Buffy.
Yeah,
when
that
I
would
grow
suck.
up.
It helps people
That'd be the
see
fucking worst,
how
dude.
deep and long this problem
Sometimes
goes.
in that situation, I'm like, let the lie live on.
Yeah.
You know, like don't ruin these kids' heroes. Let them have that, man. That sucks.
Well, dude, that's how conspiracies happen, bro. Because we got to perpetuate the real thing, dog.
Yeah, true.
Fuck, bro. So what? Well, man, we've. What do you think of Buffy?
Oh man, I think she's a very complex person. If you're gonna go into Scumbag or Scoundrel,
No. Do you think she's
hot.
Do you think she's hot, dude? I'm just kidding, bro.
I like that I knew where you were going with that immediately. Yeah, she is hot. Oh well, for the record, she is hot. If that's a video of her at 80 or whatever,
She held it together.
holy shit, what a beautiful.
It's amazing
beautiful
what
woman.
being rich and having access to children's blood can do, but whatever.
Yeah. She goes to comedy.
That's part 2 of the Fifth Estate.
You should work for the Fifth Estate,
Dude.
You can pull over some shit, man.
When I was a younger man, I did picture myself perhaps working for the CBC, but dude, you know Louis
That's the
Theroux? I thought
dumbest
maybe
thing I've
I
ever
could
heard.
be Canadian Louis Theroux.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, dude. I'm a
just kidding.
fucking.
I don't want to shit on your dreams. That rules. Yeah, it could happen one day.
Nah, bro. I don't want to work for them because I'm.
I could hook you up with Lair Dog, dude. You guys can be a
Well,
couple of journalists together.
I'm actually a libertarian now, dude. If there's,
know,
if there's
dude.
one thing I've learned from this story, it's that fuck government funding, fuck
fuck
subsidies,
government
dude.
and fuck subsidies.
Yo, bro.
Unless they're making documentaries.
Milton Friedman much? Read a book. Open up the market. Deregulate the banks. What's the worst goddamn thing that could happen? At least we won't have Italians pretending to be indigenous, huh?
I don't know, man. I don't know anything
Dude,
about
this
what you
lady's
just said.
fucking making fake pizza pies up in here. I think.
No. She's making real pizza pies.
Yeah, she's making real, true pizza faker pies,
Yeah,
dude.
there you go.
Let me tell you, it's pretty fucked up.
Here's the thing, man.
It's
Yeah,
a deep lie.
for that. Oh man. But here's the thing, man. Part of me, because I doubt she thought she would be this successful.
Yeah, she didn't think of the internet.
When that no,
And it's a lie
when
that
this
started when
and
you're
when
in your
this lie
20s.
got birthed, I'm sure it started out as just like small handpicked opportunities where it was like, oh, well, I'll capitalize on these and that'll help me afford rent for the next month or whatever,
Yeah.
right? And then now it's like, and then the lie keeps building, and then the snowball effect comes into place, and she's fucking. are you looking up, buddy?
Well, I'm not gonna play the song.
It's going and going.
What is disco power?
As you explain this, I'd like to just have her doing this.
I can't. I don't want to explain it. I just think it would be great. Like, I doubt she knew the extent of where this would go when she started the lie, and then it snowballed and snowballed and snowballed, and she was like, I can't get out now.
Yeah.
I can't get out now. Like, it's too late. Everybody already sees me as, if I do that now at the height of my potential career, everything that I have grown accustomed to living with and everything that I've made, it's gone.
Look, she's wearing a medal she received from the Queen.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck? How'd she get that?
Dude, I bet she didn't even fucking teach herself how to play guitar and piano. Bro, I think Buffy Ste Marie, guess what, baby doll? You're a fucking scumbag.
Yeah, she's a bit of a scumbag. There's no
You're
denying
a
that.
scumbag.
There's no denying that. But in the event of a scumbag, I can still usually see how somebody gets.
I don't want to get all
preachy.
There's like actual really insanely talented indigenous musicians.
Mm-hmm. And then you had somebody like that.
I wonder what they could
stealing
do with an extra fucking $30,000 if they had, you know what I mean?
recording time. Yeah, absolutely.
And this lady, and even if
Especially
she,
back
even
then.
if she was indigenous, we still continue to give old people grant money. You should have it figured out by now. Give this some young 20-year-old
No
guy.
shit. Yeah, if you don't, yeah. I actually agree with that.
I don't want to get political in the goddamn thing, but the lady's a scumbag. She's a faker. She's a goddamn Italian, which is nothing wrong with that. Pastrami.
Yeah.
But damn, dude,
That's crazy. I honestly don't even know what to think about it. It was like, she's a
Look at her dance.
Look at her dance, dude. I can't say, I was gonna try and defend her. Everything that I'm seeing in this video is tough.
I bet if I just unmute it, it's gonna be so offensive. Oh, it's pretty goddamn offensive, dude. I don't think I could do that right now and get away with it.
I'm gonna go take a piss. Give me a pause.
Oh, we're gonna take a quick pause, everybody. We're back to side. Okay, I guess we've been about an hour here. I guess we're about the time where you start to think. Scumbag or scoundrel? What are we thinking, dude?
I mean, look, she's a scumbag.
Yeah, it's so fucked up.
Obviously,
It's so
that's a
fucked
fucking crazy thing, especially to dedicate your
entire life.
Your
is a
entire
complete
life,
lie.
not even your entire career. The little kids that look up to you. It's all just a big fucking fat phony lie, and that sucks. But I don't know. I think she got caught in a lie early on, and it just snowballed out of control, and she did not know what to do. She was like, I can't stop now.
Yeah, that's got to be what happened.
I guarantee that's what happened. I don't think she ever would have anticipated the fame that she would have gotten or the success that she would have had, and then it all started happening, and she was like, oh shit, like I can't stop now.
Do you think at some point too you would kind of become psychotic and just believe it a little bit?
Yes.
You'd be like, this is me.
I think our mind does mental gymnastics to convince ourselves of certain things. I've had multiple occasions where like I think I know a story or whatever, and a friend that sometimes can lie about things has a different memory of it, and then I start believing their memory of it, or vice versa. Maybe it's a story that I kind of lied about as a kid, and then it gets to a point where you're like, I think this is true. Like, I actually can't remember if this is real or not. And I think that happens sometimes. This is a very extreme example. If that's the case, I doubt that's the case.
No, she knows what's going on.
She knows what's going on.
This is so deliberate.
But it does make you wonder, because like our mind will trick ourselves of being like, because I've had that happen multiple times where like, it's no secret I used to party pretty hard, and I've had multiple times where buddies would be like, yeah, remember this, and I'll have like virtually no recollection of it. And they'll be like, remember this crazy thing, whatever that we did or you did, and then as they tell the story, my brain will kind of trick me into remembering it sometimes. And I don't actually remember it, but it like convinces me that it's like, oh yeah, I remember that, I was there, and then maybe I'll retell that story. But it's funny, I'm retelling a story that I've been told. Like it's about me, but it's like I actually don't remember this, but I'm telling the story about myself that I don't recall.
Yeah, I have a similar thing where I'm certain January 6th, I'm sitting here on this couch chilling.
All right, dude, I gotta go for another wash.
I keep getting comments being like, we have video footage of you saying, get into the Capitol, get in the Capitol. This is it. This is our big moment.
Yeah.
Do you love America? Are you willing to die for this shit?
And then you woke up with a weird like horn hat.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It was bizarre, but you know, I was definitely just chilling at home. I didn't have anything to do with that shit. That would be fucked up. It'd be fucked up if I went down there and did that.
If you were down in America for the Capitol riots on January 6th.
That would be fucking crazy, bro.
I do have video evidence of that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like some people, it's just weird how you remember, like, you know, like Buffy Ste. Marie, she swears she's indigenous. I swear I've never even been to Washington.
I would say you're the Buffy Ste. Marie of my friend group.
Oh, dude, thanks, man. A super talented folk singer. Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, well, all right. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Yo, bro, if I had to rip off, if I had to fake a race other than white, what would I be, bro?
I can't say.
I don't know what I'd do.
I think you would probably pull off like maybe Asian.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Filipino.
Yeah. I think you could lie about it. But you'd have to really grow out your hair and really kind of have it cover your face a lot too. Like you don't want it to
just have bangs that go down to here.
Yeah, you want to try and cover up as much of your face as possible, and then you could maybe lie your way through a different race.
Dude, just always wear sunglasses and tell people you're Japanese.
Yeah. And do your accent for the camera.
Hey guys, I'm from Japan.
That's really good, man.
Oh, I'm Japanese.
Oh, you know I'm Japanese. Yeah, all right.
Oh, I'm from Tokyo, Japan. we actually pretend we like to behave ourselves on the subway, not like you. Ian.
I like Tokyo, Australian.
That's a Tokyo accent, right? There's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. You were honestly right on the mark on that one.
You know, it's
I'm from Tokyo, Japan.
Yeah, I'm from Tokyo, Japan.
Yeah, we're just doing some accents. Yeah, all right.
Oh, nice. Godzilla it is, yeah.
All right, now do your Congo accent.
What?
Do your Congo accent.
I know. From the Congo. Oh, no.
Is that supposed to be? Did you just go back to Australia? Is that what that was?
I'm pretty sure that's how people.
I was really hoping you'd find another, like maybe like French. I was hoping.
That's one I could do.
Yeah, you go French,
hey,
British.
It's me. I'm fucking Buffy Ste. Marie from the fucking Congo. Huh?
Hey,
it's tough being African American in this world, huh?
This is a crazy little world we live in.
Guys, do you want to hear a folk song I wrote? It goes, oh, when the moon hits your eye.
like a pizza pie.
Pizza pie. That's a fucking folk song.
That's a fucking folk.
Or you heard a fucking ling, hear a fucking ding. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. That's good. I really like putting you on the spot there, and you did okay.
It's so funny. Buffy Ste. Marie and Frank Sinatra could have worked together. That would have been a nice collab, bro.
Did they ever?
Nah.
Don't even talk about that shit to me then.
Well, gang, I mean, fuck. Buffy, more like it's fucking over. She's through. Do you think she
it doesn't
can come
matter?
Back from
It doesn't matter. She's retired. She's 8,000 years old, man. Like she made her money. Like this came out at the perfect time. I bet you it came out and her lawyer. She told her lawyers was like, it doesn't matter. Like fucking let it.
Yeah, I bet.
Like they've probably been combating this type of shit for a long time.
Like she retired this summer. They've been working on this for probably a couple of years. You know, as soon as she got the first email, she's like, all right, I'm going to do my retirement tour.
Yeah.
Tickets are $1 million.
Was that what it was? She overcharged?
Probably expensive, though.
I mean, I guess. How big is her fan base? How wide is that?
Well, it's a lot of Canadian dorks who'd go listen to it.
Yeah. Even still, though, she's not going to sell in an arena. Like, would she?
I don't know. I wonder what her last show was, dude.
I don't know. I wonder how much somebody like that could charge for a ticket.
There's only two things she could do.
What's that?
One, Well, she has two options to do the one thing she needs to do, which is explain yourself. You can A,
DNA test.
go on your cousin Joe Rogan's show, or B, you can come on our program. You can take a seat on the couch. We'll jam.
Yeah. Hey, Buffy Ste Marie, why don't you show us
we'll do some metal powwow with you, dude.
Or no, sorry, a disco powwow.
Dude.
What a fucking legend. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Guys, go watch The Fifth Estate.
Yeah, you're going to want to check this out.
Go check it out.
Yeah, I mean, Buffy Ste Marie, Scumbag, I think we're both kind of in agreement there. I think it's a snowball effect, and it got out of hand, and what a hilarious story.
Yeah, you lived a lie. That's kind of impressive.
And not just like, when people say you lived a lie, it's like this secondary, like it's like, that's your whole life and whole career.
It's your identity.
That's your entire identity.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Imagine she probably never got a good sleep in her life.
Or she's a sociopath and sleeps very, very well. She looks great. That looks like someone who gets a good night's sleep.
That's true. Who knows? Well, anyways, Buffy, if you're seeing this, I would love to have you on Scumbag or Scoundrel.
Yeah.
And tune in. We're back. And thank you so much for listening, guys.
Au revoir.